After the Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, said, quote, "There's currently no basis for a criminal civil rights investigation into the fatal shooting of Renae Good. Instead, the DOJ launched an investigation to examine ties between Renae Good and her wife, Becca Good, and several Minneapolis groups that have been monitoring and protesting ICE raids. Their child's school sent a message to parents saying, quote, "Thank you to families who've been on ICE watch, helping to protect their neighbors," unquote.
Shalom. Call the Lord and Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and taught us the truth. And double honors to many of the elders that's out there in the different GMS camps that's pushing the truth. We thank you ever so much. And shalom to you, hopeful elects, and that's out there that's doing our work in faith and truth. And also shalom to you, Akrians, you women, and that's taking the time to realize that you do need a righteous male covering, and you're taking the time to seek a righteous male covering, and you're getting yourself together, and you're watching the videos, and you're learning, and you're maintaining your relationship with Yahweh Shai. Shalom. This is your Hebrew Israelite brother, Meshava, here in the city of Detroit. We're making a welcome to today's video. Today's lesson is on Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 4. As you saw in the video there, you saw that woman that was unalived right after she just dropped her child off at the daycare or whatever school, and she had made it all the way to her street where ISIS was on, and they wind up unaliving her, And at first, everyone was feeling, sorry, for them or whatever. We don't feel sorry for the Edomites when they get judged. No, we don't. And then come to find out, she's a lesbian that has a wife. Yeah, as y'all saw in the video there. Why is it that these young women always get some old ugly woman or something? Or if it's another young woman, she look butt ugly, gorilla butt ugly. You know what I'm saying? Fat McNasty or something. These young women always get these twisted. It be the wicked spirits that's in them. You see, we looking at the physical, but these wicked spirits is in these people, in these women. And they give themselves over to vile affections, okay? And which is unnatural affections, okay? From one woman to another, that lesbianism. Okay, but anyway, that is something that the Lord has sent the prophets, the servants, the saints out, the voice of the Lord, to let the people know all that is an abomination. A woman should not lay with another woman, and a man should not lay with another man. Okay, period. Okay, that's just something the way it is, flat out. Okay, so look, we're gonna go ahead and get off into this. I could have used Romans chapter 1, verse 26 to 28, and I could have used Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. Instead, I chose to use Jeremiah 44 and 4 because, again, this truth makes it clear about what is an abominable act that the Lord hates. Okay, flat out. So here we go. Let's go straight off into it. This is Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 4, and it reads, this is King James Version, we're in the blue letter. Howbeit, I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets. You see, that's us. If we be those men, then that's us. The Lord sent out, and we're on the highways and the byways, on the streets and the marketplaces, as well as in the marketplaces of the internet. highways and byways, pushing this truth to let everybody know. The people are reading the Bible more because they've been hearing us prophets, us servants, us saints of the Lord, us voices of the Lord preaching this word, this truth, so they'll know what it is that they doing wrong and what they are going to be judged for. Okay, flat out. Rising early and sending them. Yeah, the Lord sends us early, B times. You see, early B times. So that way we get out there, we let y'all know, let everybody know what the deal is concerning the Lord. We are the ambassadors of the kingdom of heaven. Okay, saying, oh, do not these abominable things, okay, that I hate. Okay, that's Almighty Father Yahweh. He hates these abominable things. He don't like to see, lesbianism and sodomitism and gayisms and all these isms. He don't like that, But our people, they pride themselves on following up to go on horn to serve false gods of these Gentile nations. Okay, flat out. Then we're going to read some precepts into that. This is Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 13. And it reads, and now, because ye have done all these works, earth, and saith the Lord, and I spoke unto you, rising up early, B times, okay, and speaking, okay. He has done that. The Lord has let everybody know what is right and what is wrong. But ye heard not, you see. And she heard not. That woman, she heard not. And she was being a lesbian, okay? And she was giving herself over to vile, unnatural affections with another woman. Older, uglier woman than they, okay? But these are Edomites. And she's a pretty good-looking young woman, okay? She could have got her a man. No. The wicked spirits in these women got them thinking that they can do whatever they want, however they want, with whomever they choose to. And that no one can say anything. Well, Yahweh is the one that is the judge of all matters. And he has the last word on all this abomination that's going on. And you see what Yahweh allowed, okay, for that woman to get shot in her face. She got shot dead and killed. On her block, she was turning onto her block. She even waited for another vehicle to go first. That vehicle went on. That was her moment. She should have went on. Instead, she let the other car vehicle go first. Then she went. That's when they stopped her. Now, she is a white woman. Why would ISIS automatically stop her? She's a white woman. They're supposed to just let her go through, right? No. This was the moment of her judgment. When Yahweh had set it up to where ISIS would be there waiting on her on the corner of her own block so she could get judged for being a lesbian. Okay? So she could be judged for being a lesbian. And I called you. Yeah. The Lord spoke. The Lord said, if I would not have come and if I would not have spoken, they would not have sinned. But now that I have spoken, now that I have come, and now that I have spoken, they no longer have any cloaking for their sins. And that's straight true. They ain't got no more cloaking for their sins. But check this out, though. They ain't got no cloak for their sins anyway, because the Edomites are automatically judged. The Edomites, the heathens, were not given the law. We were given the law. Us Israelites of the 12 tribes of Israel. We were the ones that was given the law, okay, and by Yahweh through Moses, okay, when he came down from the mountaintop, okay, and so we were given the law. So we are the ones that judged on how we be obedient and follow the instructions of the law to the best of our ability. Judges chapter 5, verse 11. Okay, this is what we do. Okay, and, to show that we are being proper with the Lord. Okay, we obey Him, but the rest of the world do not. But their judgment is already set. Okay, and they are the wicked. And as you know, no matter how much we join together with them, Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21, though joined hand in hand, The wicked shall not be unpunished. The seed of the righteous shall be delivered. It's coming, okay? And you can't stop it. What the Lord has spoke to be, flat out. Okay, this is Jeremiah 7 and 13. And now, because ye have done all, hold on, I already read this one. Okay, we're going to go down to another one right here. This is Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 25. Hold on, was I finished with the first one? Yeah, I called you. But ye answered not. Right. Ye answered not. They answered not. Because they are the heathens. They are the Edomites and the two-thirds. And this woman, she was pretty much looked like she was a Edomite. Okay, typical white woman, white girl. Okay, it's possible that she could have been Irish or Scottish. You know, ultimately a Jake. It's possible. And so, but because she got judged. Okay, straight like a Jake. Okay, and she got judged. She got straight shot in the face. And she turned her wheel to do the right thing, and she wasn't trying to ram into nail one of them, and she got pew-pewed. Right quick, you see. Right quick. Okay. Since this is this is Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 25. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt, okay, unto this day I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets. You see, that's us. He has sent us to the world to let them know, to let the two-thirds know to repent to the Mashiach Yahushua, return to the righteous path, lest ye be destroyed. And we are to Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. After we don't ate this roll, Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 3. And we also let the heathens and the Edomites know of their impending doom. Okay? Flat out. Flat out. Daily, rising up early and sending them. You see? And sending them. Jeremiah 25 and 3. We're going to close it out pretty soon. We're not trying to make it too long. This is very much Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 3. From the 13th year of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, even unto this day, that is the 320th year, the word of the Lord hath come unto me, and I have spoken unto you, rising early and speaking, but ye have not hearkened. You see, this is verse 4, and it reads, and the Lord hath sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear. And that's the way the world is. The people, they go with itching ears, running to false prophets in order to hear smooth teachings, soothing teachings. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear lies, falsehood. And they want to be tricked into believing that everything is just fine and all right, and that what they're doing is okay. It's not. They're doing abominable acts here in this world. And we are the hope for the elect that cry and sigh for the abominations of this world. We see what's going on. We know what's going on. And we have spoken the words of Yahweh or Yahushua unto the world. And they hearkened not. Okay? James chapter 4, verse 4. Being friends, roughly paraphrasing, being friends with the world is being enmity with Yahweh. You see, you don't want to be enmity with Yahweh. You want to be one and striding, okay, with Yahweh, because Yahweh is the judge of all matters, not man. And let the Lord be the truth, and every man be a liar. Okay, flat out, flat out. So listen, we can go ahead and close it out. Okay, one try to make it too long, brothers and sisters. Lord's will. Hopefully, you were edified by the day's lesson. Or if not, I pray that you would provoke the thought, that you would put together some precepts, that you would make an edifying video to feed the sheep. Remember, as good shepherds of the Lord, as always, our job is to feed the sheep. Okay? So, brothers and sisters, hold on. We ain't got long. Stay strong. Keep your head up. Stay spiritually, physically, and mentally circumspect. Be circumspect. Checking everything out, analyzing everything. Don't just go for anything. Okay? Don't just accept anything. Okay? Know thyself. Okay? So we go ahead and close it out. But I give all praise and all honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us the truth. Peace and salutation to the hope of the lake. Shalom to the hope of the lake.